It's now time to introduce our next finalist. Singer Iona Fyfe is 23 and she's from Huntly in Aberdeenshire. Here's Iona to tell us more about herself.
The steeple shades the kirkyard grass.
Being brought up in Aberdeenshire, I gid to heaps of sing-arounds, folk clubs, folk festivals and bothy and ballad competitions. And I met in with tradition bearers and other singers who encouraged me to sing Scots songs.
And when the hard the winter through.
When I was at school, I was really drawn to politics and, you know, could have done business or whatever. But then when I realised that you could study folk music and that you could make a career out of it and singing, it kind of felt natural.
So I'll up and half the more.
I was a finalist in the competition in 2017 when I just turned 19-year-old. And I feel like the experience that I've gained over the past, 4 years, I was really kind of changed the way that I think about Scots song and the way that I think about performing and stagecraft, and being able to be part of the competition again is really, really lovely.
In Baltic Street, Montrose. I get up to Efford for to get a fee. I fell in with Jimmy Brune, we him I did agree. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. I fell in with Jimmy Brune in the year 91, to gang hame and call his seeking paid and be his old a man. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. I get up to Guise of Tough, was on an evening clear, and in about the orra house the gaffer did appear. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. I'm the maester o' the place and that's a mistress there. You'll get plenty cheese and plenty bread and plenty mair to spare. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. When I get to the stable, my pretty 40 view, oh Fexy, what a dandy pair, a chestnut and a blue. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. On the following morning, I get to the blue, but long, long or lousing time, my pretty gart me rue. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. For the blue she was na working while she witna through the fur. The gaffer says a better yin at the smiddy take and fur. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. When I got him a new blue, she believes me uncle wheel, but I thought she would be better gin she had a pun wheel. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. So I rocked a month or twa wi uncle little clatter, till I played up some nasty tricks and broke the tatty jar. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. Well, the gaffer he got word o' this and orders to lay down. Oh, if I did the like again, he'd pit me fae the tune. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. We hae a little Bailey, I Jimison's his name. He's staying up to Efford for he's raised an half of fame. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. He's going up to Charlie Watts for to hear a drum. Long, long ere I get down, the laddie couldna stand. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, oh. We hae a gallant kitchie deem, I Simpson is her name. For to tell her pedigree, I really would think shame. Come a high, come a do, a high come day, high come a diddle, come a dandy, Well, good evening, Abdi. I'm delighted to be here singing some songs as part of Sic a Bra competition. That first song you heard was a bothy ballad for the northeast of Scotland called Guise of Tough for the Greg Duncan folk song collection. But I grew up hearing it sung by the great singers such as Jock Duncan, Geordie Murison, Scott Gardner at the Keith TMSA festivals. It's about a loon that has hired onto the farm and it doesn't go very well at all. And I gave you the cut back version and it was still 100 verses. If I gave you the full version, we'd be here until the morn's morn. So I'm going to move swiftly on to a child ballad. Now, for those listening that aren't familiar, these child ballads, they're nae for children. They are a collection of 306 ballads collated by Francis James Child, an armchair scholar for Harvard. He got sent them, and 91 out of 305 of them are for Aberdeenshire alone. That's me just gloating now. So this one tells of the vendetta between Clan Macintosh and Clan Gordon, and it tells the story of the burning of Auchindoun Castle by Clan Macintosh in revenge for the murder of the bonny Earl of Murray. Now, it dates back to 1592, so it's a wee bit of all. This is the burning of Auchindoun. As I come down by Firkside on a May morning, I spied Lily Macintosh an hour afore the dawning. Turn again, turn again, turn again, I bid ye. If ye burn Auchindoun, Huntly he will heed ye. Heed me or hang me, not I'll never fear me. I'll burn Auchindoun afore the left it leaves me. As I come down by Firkside on a May morning, I spied Willie Macintosh an hour afore the dawning. Crawling, crawling, for all your crews crawling. You burnt your crop and tint your wings an hour afore the dawning. Turn again, turn again, turn again, I bid ye. I'll burn Auchindoun afore the left it leaves me. So I'm going to give the band a well-deserved break and do a wee unaccompanied song. Now this is for the singing of Jeannie Robertson originally. Despite never meeting her, I'm hour young, you see. She inspired me quite a lot over the years, but it was sung all over the world, in Ireland and England and America, and the Corries recorded it and made a great chorus to it. Now, in the room, I'd usually invite you all to sing along with me, but because of COVID, you're not allowed to, so wheesht. But if you're tuning in from home, then please do feel free to join in with this catchy chorus of An Aul Cam Coortin Me. An Aul Cam Coortin Me, high to a daddy. An Aul Cam Coortin Me being young. An Aul Cam Coortin Me, fain would he marry me. Mates, when you're young, never wed an Aul man, 'cause he's got no fallurum, fight till I He's got no fallurum, fight till I He's got no fallurum, he's lost his ding-durum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an Aul man. Met fan we get to tea, he started teasing me. Fan we get to tea, me being young. Fan we get to tea, he started squeezing me. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Mit fan we get to bed, I do a daddy. Fan we get to bed, me being young. Fan we get to bed, he was as good as dead. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man, for he's got no falurum, fight a liurum. He's got no falurum, fight a lie. He's got no falurum, he's lost his ding-durum. Mates, when you're young, never wed an old man. Mit fan he get to sleep, I do a daddy. Fan he get to sleep, me being young. Fan he get to sleep, out o' bed I did creep. Into the arms o' a handsome young man, and I threw my legs out at him, I do a daddy. I threw my legs out at him, me being young. Threw my legs out at him, guy well near smothered him. Mates, when you're young, best to wed a young man, for they've got their falurum, fight a liurum. They've got their falurum, fight a lie. They've got their falurum, I found his ding-durum. Mates, when you're young, best to wed a young man. Now, before I finish up, I'd like to say a muckle thanks to BBC Radio Scotland, Simon Tumar and Abdi at Hands Up for Chad, as well as this magnificent house band who's going to join me on the last song, made up of Paul Jennings, Alistair Patterson and Mike Bryan. So our 2020, I've been doing a wheen of work with a voluntary organisation called Vice, and our main aim is to get the Scots language recognised as a lawful, legal, official language of Scotland. And this last song, to me, perfectly encapsulates Scots as a living, breathing language. This was originally published as a poem written by the great Angus poet Violet Jacob and put to melody by the folk singer Jim Reid. I first heard it for the singing of Jacon, again at Keith TMSA Festival. To me, it's a song about home and the distance and longing that I feel when I'm far from home. It's called Norland Wind or the Wild Geese. Thank you very much. Oh, tell me if it was on your road, you rode a northern wind. I see come blowing fae the land that's never fae my mind. My feet they travel England, my time dean for the north. My man, I saw the cellar tides run up the firth of Forth. I win, I ken them with a new, and find they fat and rise, and fain I'd feel the creeping mist on yonder shore that lies. But tell me, my man, I rock the roving gulls that sail up in the sea. Mit sighing nothing lean when afore you come to Fife, for there's muckle lying yonder tea that's mere to me nor life. My man, I swept the Angus breeze, he henna trod for years. Oh, when he mercy had you wished for a darna sea for tears, and far upon the Angus drafts I saw had you wished for a darn I'll listen me.
Thank you very much.